Hi, welcome to the next segment of
Healthy Cooking with Love by Theo and Amma and Rocky.
Rocky, yes. And what are we making today?
Well, we have the recipe of some coconut Bliss Balls.
Yeah, we made these last week, but they were kind of a disaster.
A disaster. They were pretty good.
They tasted fabulous.
Yeah.
They just didn't look very
But this time, we're going to make them taste even better and look even better.
We hope they'll look better. We don't really know though, do we?
No.
This is all a big experiment. We're going to do some, maybe we'll try to form some in balls, and some we might make in one of these molds. These are silicone
paw
molds in honor of Rocky. One of these segments we'll do some actual dog treats.
Yeah, we're gonna put some peanut butter in it. Well, I shouldn't spoil it.
That the dogs can eat, but they can't have what we're making today because why?
Well, because it has chocolate in it.
Yeah, it's not good for dogs. Okay, so let's. We have the recipe, the same recipe for coconut Bliss Balls, and we're gonna add. And then we've got another recipe that we'll kind of add with it. Where did that recipe go? Okay, and I'm gonna just show. Well, let's decide which recipe we're gonna use and blend them together. And we've got to melt the coconut oil first. Okay?
Yep.
Let's get that ready to go. Okay, so healthy chocolate coconut balls. So we're going to combine.
Bliss Balls.
Well, yes, we're going to combine in a couple of recipes. So the first one has, well, they both have coconut oil, which we've melted.
Yeah.
And we're using this organic coconut oil from Natural Grocers for this. And then instead of the coconut sugar, because that gave a weird consistency, I thought it was kind of this odd crunchiness to it. So we're going to instead use maple syrup. So this is organic dark maple syrup from the 365 brand. Then we have vanilla, organic. Everything's organic. Vanilla, Himalayan sea salt, a pinch of that, cocoa powder, organic cocoa powder, and we'll have a drop of lemon. The lemon gave it a really neat taste. And then we're gonna maybe form some into balls. We'll try, and we'll then freeze them for a few minutes, and then roll them. Oh no, we're gonna add. Actually, we're gonna add oats to this one because the problem last time was that it didn't. We couldn't. It was too watery, right? So we'll try some oats.
Where's our coconut oil?
It's in the melted one is in that pan right there. That's all melted. Okay.
Doesn't look melted to me.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I thought it. I didn't see it.
You can't even see it because it's melted. Yeah. Okay. So let's get the ingredients all ready.
That'll be quick and easy.
Yeah, this will be quick and easy. Okay, so Rocky's helping us scroll through tips for best results. And then because he's so helpful, we're going to get one thing he can have that he really likes and we all like is a little taste of coconut oil.
Eating! I thought you liked it.
He likes that, yes. And we're not going to use this spoon, and we will wash our hands after we're holding him, okay? But he liked that. Yeah.
I wasn't the one holding him.
You want to hold him?
No, I wasn't the one holding him, so I don't have to wash my hands.
Oh, okay. I'll wash my hands. So he looked at tips for best results, which measuring spoons. Oh, if you find your mixture too runny, add up to 3/4 cup of oats. So that's and that's what we're going to do this time because it was way too runny last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You ready? Okay, so why don't you tell me the ingredients? We've got both of these. So what's the very first thing?
1/2 cup of coconut oil.
Okay, so here it is. But I'm going to not put quite 1/2 cup because
Last
it
time
was
we
too
put
much.
all of it
Okay.
way too
Yeah, it
runny.
was too much. So we'll add more for you. Now what's next?
1/2 cup of cocoa or cacao powder. I don't really care
Okay,
what it is.
we have cocoa powder. Yeah. 1/2 cup of that. Okay, that's going to be in the same. This is going to stick to this, but that's okay. All right, so that's a lot. You know what? I'm not going to add much of that either. But we can always add more. Okay, what's next?
1/4 cup of maple syrup or honey,
1/4 cup.
which we have maple syrup.
We do have that.
Yeah.
And then what's the next thing? Just so we can.
1 cup of coconut flakes.
1 cup of coconut flakes. You know what? I'm thinking we may want to double this. Let's make this, and then we may want to make another one right away. A cup of coconut flakes?
Just 1 cup.
A
That's
whole
it.
cup of coconut flakes. A lot of coconut flakes.
That is a lot of. I don't know if we need.
Well, I'm adding less of everything this time, so it's going to be a smaller amount, but we'll see how it goes. And then what else? I know there's vanilla there somewhere. Now we're using both recipes, so let's be sure to look at both. How much vanilla? Does it say? Here.
1 teaspoon vanilla
Okay.
extract.
Teaspoon of vanilla. Then what?
A pinch of salt.
Yeah, we'll just
Do we have the
it.
pinchies out?
Oh, right. We have these wonderful measures that are really fun. They have a
Smidgen.
smidgen
And here's a pinch. We
and
know
a
that.
pinch.
Here's the pinch.
That's
Yeah.
the pinch. Okay. Yeah, I did a couple of shakes, but we'll do a pinch. Here's a pinch. In case you're ever wondering, these are fun little measures. Oops. I totally missed the measuring thing, but that was probably about right. Okay, anything else? Now, one of the recipes had lemon last time, which added a really nice taste. So I'm
Yeah, it
putting
squirted on my arms.
Whoops. So I'm adding a little bit of lemon. And then what else? Anything else? Cinnamon. One of the recipes has
Cinnamon,
some
yeah.
cinnamon. Does that one say cinnamon? Or anything else?
No,
that I'm
this one
missing?
says cinnamon.
No. This one says cinnamon. Anything else between these two? And how much cinnamon? We'll try that. Anything else?
Doesn't look like.
Okay, look at both of these. Anything else on there? There's something about oats in one of them.
This one. 1/4 cup quick rolled or quick cooking stick.
Because look, now this consistency, it's totally watery. I mean, it's like we're supposed to be forming balls with this, or we're going to put them into the mold. But maybe let's add a little bit of oats. These are just organic. Again, this is the organic 365 instant oatmeal.
Wait, we're supposed to put oatmeal in this?
Yep, to thicken it. We'll thicken it. So,
This will be a good breakfast. I like eating
all
oatmeal.
right, chocolate breakfast. Yeah, we could do that. Now, do we want to add walnuts or anything, or is this kind of it for the moment? Let's put some in this mold, in the paw mold. And that might be all we do, actually, is just put some. Then we don't really have to worry about shaping it into balls, but we'll put some into the paw molds. Whoops. And then we'll see what happens. This is all a big experiment, isn't it? Okay. Getting them in the mold. Okay, so we have it in the mold.
Rocky, stop pulling down my pants.
And we're gonna put this in the freezer for just probably about 5 minutes. And then we've got some extra in the bowl, and we'll see what this does, and maybe we can make some coconut balls with it. And that'll be our experiment for today. And we will be right back in about, well, for you it'll be no time at all, but once these are solidified a little more, okay?
Rocky says bye.
Okay, we've decided to do a second batch, and we're not going to put I didn't like so much the texture with the oats in it. So we're going to try it without the oats, and we're going to make different shapes this time. Show the shapes. Dog bone shapes, and then just some balls, and we'll see how these turn out. Okay, so we're going to do this. So here's the cocoa powder. Oh gosh. Oh. I'm doing this totally out of order, so I don't know if that matters, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's that, honey. So that's a 1/4 cup cacao cocoa powder. So we're using cacao. And then, how much coconut oil? We're just going to do, let's do a 1/4 cup instead of a 1/2 cup of coconut oil, okay? And we'll see how that does, okay? Dump that in. And then, what did that one say for how much maple syrup? We'll use, so I don't like things too sweet, so I'm just going to use it's almost like an 1/8 cup of maple syrup. And then we'll do a bunch of coconut flakes. I tell you what, why don't you stir this one?
Oh, yeah.
Here you can use, let's use that, yeah. And then we can kind of see how the consistency is.
It's still like really watery.
Is it? Okay, well I'm going to add the coconut flakes, a little squeeze of lemon juice, some
This is like mixing around water with a little bit of rock.
Oh,
this is like mixing around.
Now we're going to add the coconut flakes. This will give it some thickness, right? It said a cup, so let's just try that. See what that does. And I think that's everything. We have the vanilla. Did I put? No, I didn't put the vanilla in yet. Teaspoon of vanilla.
Hopefully these are good, because last time we did this, it was ruined.
Oops. That's too much vanilla. Okay, so there's vanilla. And then the salt. Now we want a pinch of salt. So here's our pinch. Where's the pinch? Is this the pinch? That's a dash. There's a dash, a smidgen, and a pinch. Pinch is between a dash and a smidgen. Let's see if we can get it in. There, okay. There's a smidgen of salt. No, pinch of salt. Okay. And now let's see. Let's look at this consistency.
I mean, this is like chocolate.
Liquid chocolate?
Yeah.
Kind of. But once it hardens, then that's when you form it into balls. But we can add some more coconut flakes or the oats. But I think let's just do the flakes. And then we'll put this in the refrigerator with the other ones in the refrigerator, and we'll see which turns out best. Hopefully one of them will turn out really well. Okay. Very good. Okay. Here's the way this looks.
Peace out.
Making anything where he's sitting. Okay, so we took our first batch out of the freezer and refrigerator. So here it is. Let's see what this is like. So we can put Rocky down and maybe rinse your hands off, and I'll let you try this out. And then these are the ones in the mold. And okay, here's the big reveal now. These are out of the refrigerator, so see if you can get that out.
Oh,
and make it into a ball, and which will roll in the coconut flakes.
I don't think this is still like chocolate is getting on my hands since I just washed them.
Okay.
Here,
Can
do
you
that.
pick one up and make it into a ball and roll it into the coconut? Or they won't roll into a ball. They're too frozen?
Mm-mm. Wait, I got it.
Okay, good. Let's show what they look, kind of what they look like. And now I put some coconut flakes on this plate. And we're going to roll some in. We only have 2 of the balls. The rest of them are in the mold, in this mold. And then we've got a whole other batch. Okay. That's good. Let's do the other one.
I'm going.
It's really it's kind of frozen in the bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that this one will have to be a smaller one.
Okay. And then we'll let that soften up and we can maybe make another really little one. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. All right.
They're better than our other ones.
Much better, yeah. Well, these have the oats in them. Now, let's see if we can get these out of here. Okay, I'm going to put Rocky down. I'm not going to touch these because I've been holding Rocky. And
Look at my
let's see.
hands.
Look. Okay, these make nice little shapes. These are little paw shapes. And we'll get some coconut flakes on them. And they'll be ready to go. Then when I take you to, what sport are you doing today?
Lacrosse.
When I take you to lacrosse, and your dad's meeting us there, and he loved these last week, so we'll give him
Probably
some
half
more.
of the people watching this video don't even know what lacrosse is.
Oh, well, I don't know. Okay, but now they certainly know what coconut cocoa Bliss Balls are. All right, so that's pretty good. And then we'll get the next batch out and see how they did without the oats in them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we should try one. Did you try one? You're eating something. Oh, you did? Which did you try?
Well,
One of the big ones?
mm-mm.
One of the round ones? I'll get this one.
One of the ones from that.
Okay, where are the round ones out that we made? I thought there were 2. I think one of them's in your mouth.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to try this one.
Oh, this
Yum.
is the other round one.
Okay. Oh, that's a round one. Okay, good.
Did you just take a bite and put it down?
Oh, I did. That's not good. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of lumpy, but these are actually little paw mold shapes. Okay, very good, honey. They taste delicious. Okay. Here's the second batch. We haven't tried it yet, but these turned out, they're very good. So thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And we also have some other videos right up there that you can see.
Yeah.
See ya.
And we'll be making some more every week. So thanks for joining us. Bye.